we're going to explore the world of freelancing online, from the low tiers right up to the top tier of freelancing. As you may already know, I streamline and optimize my design projects with Milanote, and this is for an ultimate functionality and time saving. It's visual planning for us designers, and as a logo designer, that's absolutely crucial. But it's a lot more than just that. And to learn more about Milanote and also the recent updates and how I make my life so much more efficient and so much easier, stay tuned to the very end of today's video. Fiverr was created in 2010, and it was originally a place where tasks could be completed for just $5. Now anybody can join Fiverr, and there is a huge pool of designers and freelancers on this platform. And some would say there's probably too much and it's saturated. And you can find a large price range from very cheap and often copied work, right up to design studios selling their services for quite a bit of money. Fiverr also offers some business services many consider unethical. You can buy fake Facebook pages, fake Instagram and Twitter followers, fake reviews to boost brand recognition, among other things. Now, some good points about Fiverr are that the user interface is clean and it's just easy to use. You often hear back from freelancers pretty quickly, and as a buyer, there is a wide selection of choice. That's pretty much where the good stuff ends. There are quite a few negatives that come with using Fiverr. Now, as a freelancer, there is a lot of competition, and often work is undersold and undervalued greatly. There are a lot of unethical freelancers on here who use artificial intelligence to make designs or to simply copy things. Also, there are a lot of fake reviews happening on Fiverr, and so as a buyer, you should be very wary of who you're actually hiring for your job. And remember, you often get what you pay for in the world of business. Now, as a freelancer, you're going to need to have something pretty special to stand out in such a platform. Maybe you have a very solid niche and a good portfolio, but you should expect to have a lot of competition, and that's going to drive prices down. And this will undervalue your work too. Now, a slightly better site, in my opinion, in this bottom tier of freelancing is People Per Hour. This seems to have a bit more in the way of class and a good work ethic. It's also not as saturated, but it's still pretty saturated. So if you want to escape the overcrowded and somewhat sleazy nature of those bottom tier freelance levels, it's time to enter into the mid tier. And for the mid tier stage, I've chosen Juno. And the founders of this platform were once freelancers and employers within the creative market. So this is a good starting point already. The first thing that is great about Juno is that not everyone can join as a freelancer. So you're probably not going to get that 13-year-old kid sitting in their bedroom with a laptop trying to make logos. You actually need to apply to join, and here are the requirements for doing just that. You need some information about your core skills, your biography, 3 pieces of work history, and also 2 references that can back up how great you are at what you do. So it isn't too difficult, but it does set a standard, and you won't have most of the downsides that you see on places like Fiverr. And this is great for both freelancers and buyers, because the buyers can have more security in the people they're hiring and also that quality of their work. And for freelancers, it means that there's not going to be as much competition and prices won't be driven down so much. Also within Juno, you are not paid in the same way as in the lower tiers. You're actually paid every 14 days, and you have to arrange a signed contract with a buyer, and therefore you'll be contracted on a set amount of time and paid per hour or whatever the contract says. Once the job is finished, the contract is processed, and then you paid whatever finished contracts you have every single 14 days. Another platform that is around this mid-tier range is Upwork. So we've actually come to the top tier of freelance websites, and this one is a pretty serious deal. And funnily enough, the platform has top in its name. We have TopTal. The name is derived from top and talent, and this means they constantly strive to find and work with the best from around the world. They have such clients as Bridgestone, Airbnb, Shopify, and much, much more. Now, TopTal has a rigorous screening process, and this identifies experts in their domains and people who have that passion and that drive. Now, I did say it's really rigorous, and that's not a lie. Of the thousands of applications TopTal sees every single month, typically fewer than 3% are actually accepted. So you can see this is a very serious platform. On their website, they state that they have 5 steps into accepting people onto TopTal, and it goes a little something like this. The first step looks at your language skills, specifically English, and how well you communicate things in a business environment. Also, they're looking for your passion in this first stage. Now, they suggest that only 26.4% of people actually pass this first stage. The second stage is based around problem solving and also technical knowledge. And of the starting applicants, only 7.4% of people pass this stage. The third step is where each candidate is interviewed by TopTal screeners, and these are experts in the functional fields. The screeners provide specific live exercises looking for problem-solving ability, depth of experience, communication ability, and creativity. The penultimate stage is where you have to conduct test projects in your field of expertise. Test projects can take up to 3 weeks and are comprehensive and provide real-world scenarios. Only 3.2% of the starting applications actually get past this stage. And finally, the last stage is essentially TopTal keeping track of your projects and talking with clients that you've worked with. This eventually leads to 0.2% more people being dropped out. So as you can see, this is no joke. It's a very high, intense and professional space. But of course, if you do make it to this kind of tier of freelancing, you'll be guaranteed a steady flow of high-paying projects with no real competition. Now, as a graphic designer, I do feel the need to have functionality and streamlined planning at my fingertips. And that's why I've partnered with Milanote for 2 years, but it's also why I use them for every single design project that I work on. It's visual planning for us designers, and as a logo designer, that's absolutely crucial. But it's a lot more than just that. As you can see on screen, I've invited a work partner onto this project board, and they can leave comments and even emoji reactions. I can also do that too, and this offers a teamwork functionality and also a client to designer relationship dynamic. With Milanote, you can create lists, mood boards, notes, typography choices, drag and drop imagery, and so much more. Now, it has become a staple of my design process, and if you want to learn more about Milanote and also to sign up for free, click the link in the description box below and head over to the sponsor of today's video, Milanote. If you want to learn more about making money as a graphic designer or just boosting those skills, subscribe to my channel for weekly graphic design content, and of course, click a video on screen. Until next time guys, design your future today. Peace.